Sometimes the most powerful lessons in life don't come from books, doctors, or fancy health programs. They come quietly, from people who've simply lived long enough to understand what really matters. There's a tiny group of islands in the far south of Japan called Okinawa, and if you ever visit, you'll notice something extraordinary. It's not the technology, not the modern hospitals, it's the people. Imagine this. You're walking through a small village road, and there's an old woman, 99 years old, bent over her garden, her hands in the soil, humming softly as she tends her vegetables. A few steps away, her neighbor, who just turned 102, is carrying a basket of greens to share with friends. They laugh, they chat, no rush, no stress, just a rhythm, simple, human, content. You see, in Okinawa, reaching 100 isn't rare. It's normal. There are more centenarians there, people living past 100, than almost anywhere else on Earth. According to the Okinawa Centenarian Study, they have 5 times more people over 100 than the average American town. And what's even more beautiful, they're not just alive, they're living well. Their blood pressure stays low. Their minds remain sharp. They walk, cook, laugh, and love, right up until their final years. It's as if they've discovered a different rhythm to life, one that flows gently instead of racing against the clock. So the question is, what's their secret? How do they age so gracefully, with those calm smiles and strong hearts, while the rest of the world struggles just to stay healthy past 60? It's not luck. It's not genetics alone. It's something deeper, a way of living, a way of being, that's been quietly shaping their lives for generations. And maybe, just maybe, it holds the key for all of us. Let's take a closer look. Movement as a way of life. You see, diet is only one part of the secret. The other half is movement, but not the kind you find in gyms or fitness apps. No treadmills, no dumbbells, no loud music. In Okinawa, movement is simply life itself. They walk to visit friends. They squat down to plant herbs, then stand back up. Dozens of times a day. They sit on the floor to eat, to rest, to talk, which means every meal, every conversation, every quiet moment becomes a gentle stretch for the body. There's no exercise routine. There's just living, in motion. And here's the fascinating part. Studies from the Okinawa Centenarian Research Program found that elders there remain physically independent far longer than those in Western countries. On average, they can walk without support 7 to 10 years longer than most Americans their age. Why? Because their muscles never retire. They don't stop moving after 60 or 70. They keep doing what they've always done, just a little slower, a little gentler, and their bodies, like well-tuned instruments, keep responding. When researchers from the National Institute on Aging measured muscle density in Okinawan elders, they discovered something remarkable. Even at 90, many of them maintain muscle mass comparable to a Western adult in their late 60s. No gym memberships, no personal trainers, just daily movement, honest, natural, unforced. And maybe that's the lesson for us. We don't have to run marathons to stay young. We just have to keep moving, plant something, cook more often, take the long way home, because the body doesn't age from years, it ages from stillness. And in Okinawa, stillness is rare. They move with purpose. They move with gratitude. And because of that, their hearts and their spirits keep dancing even after 90. Purpose and community, the heart of longevity. Anna, there's something else that makes Okinawa so special, something deeper than food or even movement. It's the why behind their lives, their sense of purpose. In Okinawa, they call it Ikigai. It means a reason to wake up in the morning. It doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. For some, it's tending a garden. For others, it's caring for grandchildren, or cooking for friends, or crafting something beautiful with their hands. But everyone has one, and that makes all the difference. When scientists from the Tohoku University School of Public Health followed more than 40,000 Japanese adults for 7 years, they found something astonishing. Those who said they had Ikigai, a clear sense of purpose, were less likely to die of heart disease, stroke, or depression than those who didn't. Their bodies stayed healthier because their hearts stayed hopeful. And maybe that's a secret no one tells you about aging well. It's not about avoiding death, it's about staying connected to life. But there's more. In Okinawa, people don't walk this path alone. They have something called Moai, lifelong circles of friends who support each other through everything. 5, 10, sometimes 20 people who've grown up together, share joys and sorrows, meals and laughter. They meet regularly, bring food, talk about life, and simply show up. If one person is sick, the others visit. If someone loses a spouse, the group makes sure they're never alone. That's the quiet magic. No one in Okinawa ever truly grows old by themselves. And science agrees again. A study from Harvard University that tracked adults for over 80 years found that the strongest predictor of long life and happiness wasn't wealth, diet, or even exercise. It was close relationships, the feeling of belonging. When you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Because what keeps us alive isn't just what we eat or how much we move. It's knowing we still matter to someone, that we're still part of a story that continues. So maybe the real secret to longevity isn't hidden in Okinawa's soil or sea breeze. Maybe it's right here, in the warmth of human connection, in the small rituals of purpose, in the simple act of caring. As one 103-year-old woman once told a researcher, smiling softly under her straw hat, "We don't live long because we tried to. We live long because we love life and each other." So when you put it all together, the food, the movement, the friendships, the purpose, you start to realize something. Longevity isn't a miracle. It's a mindset. In Okinawa, people don't chase youth. They honor age. They don't count years. They fill them. Every sunrise is a small celebration. Every meal a blessing. Every shared laugh a reason to keep going. And maybe that's what the rest of us have forgotten. That health isn't just about surviving longer. It's about living deeper. Because the truth is, no matter where you live, America, Japan, or anywhere in between, the body still listens to how you treat it, and the heart still listens to how you live. Science tells us the same thing. Researchers from Harvard's 80-year study on adult development found that the single strongest predictor of happiness and long life wasn't money or fame or diet. It was connection, feeling loved, having a reason to wake up each morning. So here's my invitation to you. Tonight, when you sit down for dinner, pause before your first bite. Take a breath, feel gratitude, and stop at 80%. Not because it's a rule, but because it's a way of respecting your body. Tomorrow, step outside for 10 minutes. Not to burn calories, but to feel the sun, to stretch your legs, to move with life. And this week, reach out to someone, a friend, a neighbor, a family member. Tell them they matter, because in the end, that simple act might add more years to your life than any medicine ever could. Aging gracefully isn't about staying young. It's about staying alive, in every sense of the word. So take a page from Okinawa, eat gently, move daily, love deeply, find your Ikigai, your reason to wake up, and protect it with all your heart. Because maybe, just maybe, the secret to living over 100 isn't about escaping time. It's about walking with it, hand in hand, one beautiful day at a time.